Hey Jeremy. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni, and I actually spoke earlier with Jeremiah, and he gave me the green light to get this sent over to your email here. So I put together this quick custom video for you just about your company's online presence and specifically how you stack up against your competition. I'm sure at this point you're asking yourself, why would she be doing this? What's the catch here? Totally fair question. What I have found is that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. They might be swamped with payroll, helping customers, employees, just really staying on top of jobs that learning how to leverage the internet just gets buried underneath all of your other to-dos. And maybe the reason you haven't hired somebody is because you just don't know who to trust or know who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this, by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business for free. Some of that has resulted in local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni. Can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve to help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or you can take this free attack plan and try to do it yourself too. That totally works for me too. Now we're going to cover 3 things that are going to set Weatherbuilt above your competition. First would be content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. And I'm sorry if you could hear the little children in the back screaming. I can hear her in the other room with her daddy screaming in there. So hopefully you can't hear that. But so first off, obviously, normally I have a website, your website here to kind of showcase and pull it up here and talk about it. However, first things first, your website is not pulling up right now. There's a 404 error on your site. So if you've got a new site, you need to make sure to get this redirected properly. Or if you are looking to get a new site built, obviously then this would be the first starting point, right? Because you can't be visible to other customers that are searching for you if your site doesn't work. But I'm going to go ahead and just jump into one of the competitors here. I was going to say, I also tried searching on this Wayback Machine. We use this system to help try to find like old websites, and I'm seeing parts of what potentially was your site, but it's not showing me the actual visuals of it. So still not great for demonstrating purposes today. So we're actually going to jump over here to one of your competitors here in the Idaho Falls area. I understand you guys are there in the Rexburg area, just really close there to Idaho Falls. So we're going to kind of go through a few things just to help educate you and help you see what's so important and the right ways to help do things. Obviously, not having a site is the biggest thing that you want to be able to do to have that visibility for your customers here. But first things, we're going to just talk about content. So content here is going to be anything that you can see that is highlighted. So it could be images, it can be text, what's behind the images, all of that can be considered content. Great examples of this are here on this site. If we do a right click and do a save image as, you can see this is saved as roofs. And then let me see, I was trying to remember what this one was. Save as this, workers. That one's not as great because they still aren't leveraging it as much. But if we do come here to inspect, we can actually see here in their alt text. Sorry, it's kind of hard to highlight, but right here we've got their alt text is Idaho Falls, Idaho Roofing Company. So they're being able to leverage high volume keywords in there. Similarly, if we come down here and check this alt text, Idaho Falls, Idaho Roofing Company. So it looks like they've got the same alt text there in both of those. And so depending on your website, that's a great area. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity to use those high volume keywords there, both in the image descriptions and in the alt text. Now we're going to go ahead and jump over here into one of my tools. This tool is called Ahrefs. It's a super cool tool. So again, this tool is super cool. Just helps kind of look behind the scenes that Google's looking at when it does come to ranking a site. Now I went ahead and pulled the scan of your competitors over here, threw them into this tool. We can see right off the bat that they are being found for about 29 keywords here for their URL and what type of traffic monthly that they are driving to their website. Now, since we're talking about content, we're going to actually jump in here specific to these keywords and just kind of help make them stand out a little bit for you. I'm going to highlight those Idaho Falls keywords that they're ranking for. You can see here right off the bat, roofing contractors, Idaho Falls, 150 searches every single month. They're in high positions for that. Roofers, Idaho Falls, 100 times every month. Idaho Falls roofing companies at 100 times a month. Roofing companies, Idaho Falls at 100. So you can see here hundreds of people just in those few keywords that they're showing pretty high rankings for in that Idaho Falls area. Again, hundreds of people searching for that, and they're being found for the exact services that they're offering here. Now, what would happen to your company if you guys were being found for those? If we jump over here, I can actually see your website. It looks like there was a permanent status code there. So again, not sure if you guys got a new domain. I did speak believe Jeremiah thought that that was your current site. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there for you guys, but you can see here how many keywords you're being found for and what type of traffic it's driving every month. Obviously right now with it being down, it's not doing anything. I do see here that there was a drop. You had a quick spike really quickly here with traffic, about 15, and then it's just dropped. So as of mid-December to just right before January, it looks like, kind of had those spikes. And so kind of interesting to see just those differences. Again, love to hear kind of what's going on that way. But then really just kind of going into, again, more of those contents, making sure you're getting more content on your website, using that right, I mean, first of all, obviously the website, getting it pulled up, but then having a lot of the content using the right keywords that people are actually searching for it. That way you guys get found. I'd focus on getting your homepage to at least 2,400 words here on your homepage, because again, that's what's working for your competition's business, and it is 100% beatable. Now, we're going to just jump over here and switch gears a little bit and jump over here into my Google tab here. I've got one of those keywords, the roof repair, Idaho Falls, plugged in here. And right off the bat, you do see the ads section up top. And here's the thing with ads. Ads can definitely work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation's not dialed in. Especially right now where your website's not even working, I would not suggest jumping into something like this. You want to make sure that's up and rolling before you really start any other efforts. But again, kind of looking at this, we're going to jump down below the ads. We're going to actually come down here into the coveted map section, the map pack, if you will. This area has a lot to do with the second important thing, which is the citations. And you're probably saying, okay, well, what's a citation? Why do they matter? Well, to get yourself into the top 3, Google looks at a thing called citations. Citations are really super simple. It's just your business name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories like these. Again, getting you citations helps Google to be able to give relevance to your local business, pushing you here to the top 3 spots in the map pack. When you get more citations in your competition, especially from authoritative or industry-specific sites, your credibility boosts and helps push you here to the top 3 spots. What we've seen is a lot of roofing companies that are ranked to the top, they're sitting oftentimes around 100 to 200 citations. Now, if you're down 2nd, 3rd, 4th page, you might only have 5 to 30 citations. So we not only need to go get that to match your competition, but then we need to be able to beat them out. Now, let's talk about the last thing, which is backlinks. So again, when we've got this keyword plugged in here for roof repair Idaho Falls, we scroll down below the map pack, we get down in here into the organics listing section. Now, this organics section down here is responsible for about 60% of the search results, whereas the map section is responsible for about 40% of a page's search results. And again, we can see here, you guys are not ranking the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anywhere here on the first page of Google. Now, ideally, this is where we want to be. Ideally, we want to be in these top 3 spots because Google statistics have shown that the top 3 businesses get about 75% of the clicks, meaning that most of your potential customers are choosing out of these first 3 results, never making it to your listing. So in order to get here, you've got to have authority through backlinks. So simply put, a backlink is just when one website links to another website online, kind of like a popularity contest. Now, the business with the most relevant backlinks here win. And I do say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. Now let's jump over here again to my Ahrefs tool. I can see here that your URL previously had 276 backlinks being pushed back to that website. That's a decent amount of backlinks. I can see here your competition, let's jump back over into their overview, have 86 backlinks being pointed back to their website. Now obviously we know this is working for them and driving high power to their website. They're getting a lot of traffic from it with their strategy. So it could be very possible that with their backlinks, they have more quality links being pointed back to them. If I jump in here, I am seeing some of yours that are pointing back to your website as maybe not the best, highest quality ones. It really just depends. There's a lot that goes into the backlinking, but that's kind of what I'm seeing right here on your site. And then obviously they're all linked back to your URL, which again, right now is down. So that's the biggest thing, obviously, to kind of go over and understand at that point. Really crucial to get that site back up and running, and making sure again that all of these things are playing a part here. Now, getting you to the top of Google, like we talked about, it's not magic. It's just a tried and true method, and I have shown you that exact method here today. Now again, in closing, the 3 things to really do is first, it really should be 4 in this situation. 4 things is first, get your website up, get it going here. Second would be adding to that content, making sure that you get more content with the right keywords that people are actually searching for. Second or third, in your case again, citations, getting more of your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories And then lastly, just making sure that you are getting more high quality links pointing back to your site once you do get it back up and running that way. That way you show Google that you're the authority. Now, I am sure that you're wondering at this point, okay, what now? What's the next step, right? Well, first, if you feel like you cannot handle any more clients every month and you guys are tapped out, totally understandable. If you're not looking to grow, totally get it. If you could just send me a quick note telling me that you watched the video, I'd really love to hear your thoughts and appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you're ready to grow, then you can take this blueprint that I gave to you and do it yourself. You can implement these strategies on your very own. Again, I gave you the exact formula that businesses do pay tons of dollars to have. Again, love to hear what stood out to you in your journey there. Now, if you found this information valuable and if you're looking for the most effective route, just go ahead and respond to my email. We can set up a time to chat. Again, my name is Seleni and I look forward to your feedback, Jeremy. Have a wonderful day.